for speaking to Aravind Reseller. We would like to speak about your presence at GISEC this year.
You're very welcome. It's always a pleasure to speak with you. GISEC this year was something that we all went into very uncertain, right? Because of the COVID pandemic, not really knowing what we were going to expect or not knowing what the outcome was going to be. But we're here this year. We're at day 2 already. Day 1 was great yesterday. We're here this year to talk about the evolution of cybersecurity to cyber resilience. And as you know, CyberKnight has built its value-added distribution portfolio around cybersecurity and specifically zero trust security. So the relevance of that to cyber resilience is absolutely fundamental.
With the security threat landscape evolving, over the past few months, how has the zero trust, played an important? Has that played an important role in how people choose solutions these days?
100%. Today, when you look at the current state of the threat landscape, what you'll see is that because of the COVID pandemic, you'll have a lot of people that are now working from home, mobile users, remote users, but companies have also continued with digital transformation to enable this new working style. All of these are, frankly, attack vectors for attackers, and they've leveraged on it over the course of the pandemic. Zero trust security was truly designed to add these right security controls and protection for these types of initiatives and these kind of circumstances. So I can tell you that over the course of the pandemic, the adoption and in thinking about zero trust has truly accelerated. So almost every single customer we've spoken to, as well as our partners, has been really keen to hear about our zero trust story, and it's really allowed us to continue positioning our technologies in the context of zero trust.
Today is the second day of the event. You must have spoken to a lot of partners and customers. What kind of challenges are they facing these days?
Excellent. So ironically, we've met a lot of really great customers and partners over the last couple of days. We're very blessed and privileged to have seen this kind of outcome from GISEC because day 1 had some extremely high caliber end users and our strategic customer partners. Day 2, same, seen the same trend, so it's been very fulfilling so far. In terms of the challenges that most of them are facing, I think more than challenge, they're more keen to learn about zero trust, and they're all, as I said a few minutes ago, their eyes are open to zero trust security now and the importance of it. So they're all very keen to understand how zero trust works, what is the journey to achieve zero trust. Partners want to know how they can talk about this message to their customers. Customers want to understand, where do I start in my journey? They're really keen to understand how our product portfolio maps to zero trust. So I think in general, most of the customers and partners are keen to learn more. One key trend that we're seeing, which we are focusing on, that everyone's interested in, is ransomware. Right? We're doing this big ransomware campaign at the moment, where we've done several lead-up events. We've got a couple of big webinars coming up soon, and this is really opening people's eyes. A lot of people are taking the brochures and very keen to learn more about how our solution stack around ransomware helps to protect them and defend them from ransomware.
The changes that you've seen in the security threat landscape as well, has that forced companies to re-evaluate their security policies?
I think that, again, when you look today at the pace at which cyber attackers are moving, any smart organization constantly needs to keep adapting and evolving their cybersecurity defenses to keep up with the cyber threats. A great example is ransomware. I'm going to bring this up again. Right? Ransomware is not new. It's been around for 30 years. But even the biggest companies in the world are still being affected by ransomware, as we've seen over the last recent months. But it's not just ransomware. Some of the other really big names, Facebook, Microsoft Exchange, there's been so many well-known public SolarWinds have all been impacted by many breaches. And so, small or big, attackers are constantly moving faster than the defenses. So I think that it's not just a function of the changes in the landscape. I think it's a function of the way that cyber attackers are moving are forcing customers to keep rethinking their security infrastructure. So this is really good. It puts us in a prime position because we are only looking at kind of best of breed cybersecurity players that are very next generation, trying to keep up with the attackers.
So we're in the half-year mark right now. We have 7 more months to go. What kind of strategy changes have you implemented?
So, 2021 for us was the year of kind of letting the dust settle. Stabilization, we call it, the year of stabilization. Because 2020 was obviously very volatile. And so far we've seen that the stabilization effort has really worked. We've had a very successful Q1, very healthy Q2, and frankly, we expect, no guarantees, that we will close H1 because we still have 1 month to go at probably equal to or higher than what we closed in the whole year 2020 in just the first half of this year. So, you know, market opening wise, I think we've seen that there's been a big emergence, especially in this part of the world. Strategy wise, we've not really taken any major directional shifts. You know, we're constantly looking at enhancing our portfolio. You may have seen some of the new vendors that have been added. We're constantly optimizing our process. And from a people perspective, you know, the team has now grown pretty significantly. We cover the entire Middle East region with on-the-ground presence everywhere. So it's more of a continuation of the kind of 5-year plan, less about changing the strategy. We're still on our way to achieve the overall CyberKnife strategy. Today, 2021 is just about execution.
Thank you, Avinash, for speaking to Arabian Reseller. It was nice having you with us today.
It's very much my pleasure. Thank you so much for your time.